The single easiest way to know how you feel for the other person is to say goodbye. Starting from my favorite quote from this book, today we are going to do a book review for the book Shoe Dog. Shoe Dog, which is a story of the very famous brand Nike. So the person who wrote this book, the author of this book is Phil Knight, which is the co-owner and the founder of the brand Nike. So in this video I will tell you about my 3 key takeaways and the journey of the very famous brand Nike. Before I start my book review, I would like to tell you something about the brand Nike. We all know that Nike is famous for its shoes. It has approximately 1100 stores worldwide with a turnover of 37 billion USD. The person and the author who is behind this brand Nike is now worth approximately 5,000 crore USD. So without wasting any more time, let's get started with my 3 key takeaways from this book. Key takeaway 1, which is messy is okay. Messy is okay means that not planning everything is also alright. Phil, during his college days, was also a field track runner. At that time, he felt that there was a lack of perfect shoes being made for track runners. That is the vacuum and that is the problem that he felt at that time. Even in his final year, he wrote a research in which he told that how can Japanese shoes replace shoes in United States. After completing his graduation, he asked his father for a world tour and he went on a world tour. While traveling to Japan, he met Japanese shoemakers who used to make a special shoe named Tiger. And the incident which is very interesting in this book is that during at that time when he was in that meeting, the Japanese shoemaker asked him, "You are from which company?" At that point of time in his mind, there was a blue ribbon which he received in his university days. And he suddenly said that I'm from Blue Ribbon Company. This impromptu showed that not planning everything is also right. Messy is okay. The another incident that I could remember from this book is that during the initial days when he started his Blue Ribbon Company, he ordered his first consignment to the Japanese shoemakers, these shoemakers which he met earlier. He had to wait not 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, he had to wait for 1 whole year for his first consignment. He did not have that much money at that time initially, so he roped in his own coach as a co-founder for his company Blue Ribbon. He invested 500 USD and his coach also invested 500 USD together, which led to the start of this company. During the initial days, he decided that he will sell these shoes anyhow. So his home was his own godown where he used to keep all the shoes and he used to sell these shoes from the back seat of the car. That is where he used to keep these shoes and used to meet the potential clients. But his shoes were in hot demand. So things not happening ideally is also okay. And that is exactly what happened with the creator of the brand Nike. My second key takeaway would be that if I fail fast. After his expansion of his shoes as they were in hot demand, at that time he did not have that much money to expand. So he decided that at that time he will start working in the university as a lecturer of accounting. And that university was Portland University where he started. There he met his future wife as well. When he was going through this rough patch, there was only one thing that he used to say, and that was, if I fail fast. Why? He said that if I fail, I will start a new venture, but this time with a better experience. So if he starts this new venture with better experience, he will automatically be in a much better position to run that company. So he decided, if I fail, I should fail fast. Such a mind-boggling thought. Whereas humans, we fear failure. And Phil was like, man, I want to fail more, I want to fail often. It doesn't matter, but if I fail, I should fail fast so that I could start a new venture if possible. So my third key takeaway would be, listen to your inner voice. His company went through financial crisis almost equivalent to bankruptcy at that time. The USA bank officials, which were not getting the repayment of the loan on time, the US bank officials were also about to lodge a complaint against Phil as they felt that there was something wrong in this company. They were about to lodge a complaint to FBI against Phil. Even at that time, he was taking some loan from the Japanese banks as well. He asked for additional $1 million from those Japanese banks, which were in itself a very shocking thing to do. But when he did it, the bank officials of Japanese came to USA and they said that we will only give you money if we go through and audit your company. And during that meeting between the Japanese bank officials and USA bank officials, where USA bank officials had almost freeze the bank accounts of Phil, the Japanese bank officials said that we will be ready to give this payment to you because we feel that this company is growing super fast and the product which they are selling is on huge demand. The product they used to sell was bubbling the air in the soles of the shoes. By that way, it could lead to more comfort while wearing them. The reason I would like to recommend you this book primarily would be that each and every incident that happened throughout the journey of the Nike has been explained in great depth, which shows that this is not a very fake story or something that is very glamorous about these millionaires. It shows the real side of the entrepreneurial journey. So if you like the video, hit the like button, comment below if you have any other ideas on books that I could make video on. Share it with your friend. So until next time, stay healthy, stay fit, stay Leo Lifestyle.